Hello, I'm Raziel, and if you like Warhammer the Old World and you're interested in getting the game and 40k lore, well, subscribe as I make 2 videos a week talking about it across all aspects of their lore, because it's really fun stuff. The Empire of Man in Warhammer the Old World is one of the most fascinating factions in the lore. The Empire is not your bog standard human faction which you see in fantasy settings. There is separate states of the Empire, each of these states have many differences. Alright, quick overview. Let's start with Sigmar Heldenhammer. I'll be brief. He did create the Empire, but he is not pertinent to the story at hand. Plus, I got a stick for the Manfred one. Sigmar killed orcs with Gamraz and united the human tribes. The Empire was born. The time period, which I will be looking at, is 2200. And after the real fun begins in 2271. With the Great War of Chaos. Quick amendment to this, where there are several different dates for this. The 8th edition rulebook states 2271, the 6th edition Empire Army book says 2301, so whichever one you fancy. Actually, it's not really going to be talking about that in this video, that's for a later video, because the War of Chaos is massive, it's huge, there's even a game based on it. It's called Chaos Bane, and it's really good. You should go and play it. It's like on Xbox, PlayStation 4 and PC. Really cheap on GOG right now. Anyway, what is the Empire? The Empire is the largest realm in the old world. It is from Britannia to Kislev, and within its borders are many different biomes and townships, all adapted to the environment. So let's talk about a few of them. Mordheim, the greatest city of Ostermark. The corruption in the highest ranks and riots in the lowest, all in the walls at the end of the 2000th year of Sigmar coronation. Anyway, then behold, the Empire's greatest omen was seen above the skies of Mordheim, the twin-tailed comet. The depravity of the citizens of Mordheim only grew, because they were getting drunk and celebrating. Demons slunk in the shadows, only to come out to cavort with men, women, dog and donkey. And it was often with joyous glee, so probably slanishing. The clock struck midnight, and the comet struck the town. Mordheim became the city of the damned, where ill fortune and misery lived, and Skaven. Lots and lots of Skaven. And those who may remember, this was also a tabletop game, kind of like Necromunda in Warhammer. It's quite cool actually, I enjoyed playing it. Next is Nuln, the once centre of the Empire. While the honour now belongs to Altdorf, Nuln remains a major trading hub. Travellers from Wissenland, Stirland, Averland, and even further converge to trade here. Nuln is also the home to the Imperial Gunnery School, a huge amount of forges where veteran gunsmiths maintain the artillery trains. Thanks to the dwarves, massive steam-powered pumps are installed throughout. Yeah, the dwarves did this to get all the nastiness out of their mines, and it's been adapted for the forges. Now, these vent acrid fumes and smoke out of the forges and into Nuln. This leaves areas of Nuln covered in thick black smoke and lots of pollution. Now, if we go to the north of Nuln, is the Reich, a river so wide it cannot be bridged. Okay, so at Altdorf, where the Reich divides into many smaller channels, these are actually bridged. It is with pride that the citizens of Nuln say the capital bridges cannot cross the Reich. It's kind of a bit sarky, but you know, kind of cool. Telepime, the eye of the forest, because I'm going to just check my notes here. It is surrounded by a forest. It is actually inside a massive crater too, but is many miles across. Around the rim of the crater, Telepime has built up the town's walls with gun towers, which is more of a defense against what lives in the forest than any real invaders. See, this crater is massive. It's really big. There's enough room for not just the city of Telepime, but for farms that surround it as well. Now, outside of the crater is the river Talabek. This circles the crater, and at the southern part of the crater, I'm saying crater a lot, there is the fortified settlement of Talagad. Now, so from here is the only entrance into the crater. It's a very thin road through a fortified gate, so making invasion really difficult. So if you look at it this way, you've got the crater, which is big, you've got a river, which acts as a natural moat, and above that you have massive walls with guns on top. And the only way is through a fortified gate, which is constantly guarded as well. So yeah, getting into Telepime is very difficult. Now, I spoke last time with my Manfred video about Marburg. Now, Marburg is a harbour town at the mouth of the River Reich. Marburg is the largest city port in the old world. It is also the most corrupt and dangerous city port. I don't think they're going to put that on their brochures. It is often called the City of Gold because it is rich, and the only place in the empire where the goods from Ulfwan and Cathay can be easily obtained. Technically, Marburg is not part of the empire, when they bribed the Emperor Dieter IV to secure, buy their independence. When this came out in the open, Dieter was kicked out of office, and Prince Wilhelm III of Altdorf became emperor. Since then, there has been many attempts to restore Marburg as a member state of the empire. The city port is having none of this, and is still fiercely independent. Good for them. Now finally, Altdorf, capital of the empire. Well, this is actually a lie. See, the thing is, the emperor is selected from the elector count, and the capital is where the emperor takes court. So the capital has changed many times over the centuries. When Manfred Ratslayer was elected after the Skaven Wars, where he gets his name from, the capital moved from Altdorf to Middenheim. Now, when he decided life was boring and died, there was anarchy at the time of 3 emperors, so there was no real capital. Because apparently, when no one's not fighting and becoming a hero to be an emperor, choosing one is a bit difficult. And Magnus Pius ascended after the Chaos Wars, and the capital moved to Nuln. And we had the nonsense with Marburg, and after that, the capital moved back to Altdorf, where the princes of Altdorf believed it should remain, with of course Prince Wilhelm III of Altdorf. Now, I don't know why the princes of Altdorf think it should remain in Altdorf. There's probably a good reason. I have no idea why that is. None at all. Anyway, see, that's just a brief overview of the Empire and some of its towns. There is so much about the Empire I like because it's one of the most interesting, and I will be going through it. I don't like long rambling videos, the ones where they go, let's talk about the High Elves, and now they spend half an hour at the start discussing Lizardmen because of the old ones. Look, it's just going to be a bit of an overview of the Empire. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope to see you all soon. Like, comment, and subscribe. What's your favourite part of the Empire? Which bits do you like? And I'll see you all again soon. Links to Raylan Games, Forbidden Planet, comics, my comics, the ones that I did, and my t-shirts are down below as long as Patreon. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.